All right, last section in this unit, last section in unit 4, it's page 39 in your packet. I get to the point sometimes where I get sick of hearing the word packet, don't you? Well, all right, now, so page 39 in the packet. All right, so let's see, change the camera. Well, at least it's about something exciting, right? Algebra is exciting. All right, this section is about what are zeros of a function. All right, zeros of a function are simply, what is a zero? They are solutions to the, solutions to the equation f of x equals 0. Now that means nothing to you, but it's also, it is where the graph crosses the x-axis. That might make more sense. Crosses the x-axis, okay? It's where the graph crosses the x-axis. Now, what are they also called? They're also called roots, and they're also called x-intercepts, because we just said that, didn't we? They're also called x-intercepts. Now, if you're given the graph, it's very easy to find the zeros. Very simple to find the zeros if you're given the graph. All right. Now, so let's look at this first graph, number 1. Where does the this graph cross the x-axis? So it crosses the x-axis right here. What is that x value? It is 2. So that's the 0. It's 2. Here, number 2, I've got 2 places where it crosses the x-axis. Here and here. What are those x values? That one is -2. And that one is +1. All right, number 6. If you look at that one, where does it cross the x-axis? It's actually got 3. 1, 2, and 3. What's this one? 2, 3, 4, 5. That's x equals -5. What is that x value? That's another place where it crosses the x-axis. That would be 0. And what is that one? That one is 3. So that one had 3 zeros, or 3 roots, or 3 x-intercepts. They all mean the same thing. Now let's turn the page over to 40. How do you find the 0 when all you have is the equation? Well, step 1, you set the equation equal to 0. Step 2, you solve it. So number 7, how do you find the 0? Well, you set it equal to 0, and now you solve that equation. How do you solve it? You add 8. You get 4x equals 8. Divide by 4, you get 2. Now, let's check the answer. If you plug in 2, do you get 0? Well, let's go back and plug in 2. You put 2 where the x is. Is 4 times 2 minus 8 equal to 0? Yes, it is. It better, because that's what a 0 does. It means when you plug it in, you get 0. How do you find it? Set it equal to 0 and solve it. So let's do one more of these. Let's do number 11. All right, how do you find the 0 when you're given an equation? First, you set it equal to 0, and then you solve it. Take this equation. What do you do first? You subtract 2. Y'all too young to know who that is? All right, 0 minus 2 is -2. How do you get rid of a 1/2 in front of a variable? Well, you multiply it times the reciprocal, which is 2. Multiply both sides by 2. You get x equals -4. Now, what if they're more complicated? This says use Desmos, because you don't know how to solve these. So Desmos, well, you just put it in Desmos and click. You just type it in and click. So I will do, let's see, I'm going to do one of these. Let's do number 15. All right, the way you do this on Desmos, I'm going to show you in a minute. You're going to type it in like this. Actually, you can type in f of x, but it's easier to type in y. So -x squared minus 2x plus 24. You just type and click. Let me show you what that means. All right, so here's Desmos. All right, let me see. Desmos is right here. There we go. There's Desmos. All right, the equation on the page was y, and again, you could type f of x if you want to, but it's easier to just type y. Negative x. Where's square? If you click on this little keyboard down here, there's a square right there. There's another way to get square. I bet some of you know it. Minus 2x plus 24. All right, now let me get this picture over here like this. All right, there's two places where you cross the x-axis. All I got to do is click on it. See that little hand? Click. And over here, click. The two x values are -6 and +4. So let's write that in our book. All right, so it was, let's see, it is, the two answers were -6 and 4. So all I had to do is type and click. Now that's it for Unit 4. Hooray, we're done. Again, I wonder if some of you, or maybe you've heard your parents playing that song. Do you know who it is?